from Dubai, winning that sevens tournament out there, and we are off.
Ball fumbled on the pick, but kicked quickly off. Sails clean over the scaffolding. Somebody else's problem.
So we're going to start this men's premiership game with a throw-in from number 2, Foster Dewitt.
Here's an opportunity to set a precedent for the set piece. Let's see if the Valhallians can do that.
5-man for Westshore gets taken by Durango. Taylor McGuire just misses that one. Kingham goes in now.
Good collection there from Kingham, considering I think Perry got a little wrapped up in that pass. Maybe faltered the ball a bit.
Perry, first pass of the game, goes to number 7, Durango. Support there from Westshore. The other way now. Isherwood finds Dewitt. Dewitt gives a little ball. Rakalma on the outside. Chips it inside. Nelson Oyu looking to pick it up. Just doesn't get it.
Insane skills from the 5 there.
God, Seth Rakalma.
Putting the little tap through. I do believe he was a winger in his younger days.
Until he put on about 60 pounds and now he plays lock. That was some incredible, incredible skill from Seth Rakalma trying to push it through for Nelson Oyu, but
great
the ball
decisions
just
all around.
Goes a little too far and falls out the back of the end zone. That would have been an incredible opening try, though.
Even from Dewitt there, just recognizing that maybe giving a whoopsie-daisy, little technical
Sorry
error.
about that, folks.
Time and scoreboard does not matter. The only thing that matters is rugby.
The new recruit, Oideman, out of Toronto, carrying that. Isherwood finds Dewitt.
An all-around class player.
Kane Parrott finds Isherwood. Isherwood just goes himself, gets brought down by 2 Burnaby guys.
Ooh, knock on in the contact. Westshore has an opportunity to play a little bit of ball. Let's see what they can do with it.
Rakalma gathers that. Parrott gives to Isherwood. Isherwood to Belaski in the 22 jersey. Belaski finds McGuire. This is some fast rugby so far to start this game.
Absolutely rapid.
Oideman gives outside to Durango. Big clear out from the captain, Kane Parrott, on that ruck.
Love to see it.
Belaski. Do it to Carroll. Carroll's got some space in front. Finds Rakalma. Rakalma steps inside, and Rakalma's going to score the opening try of this game.
Woo! A little bit selfish, but that's okay because he comes away with a try. Let me tell you, the coaches would not let him hear the end of that if he was held up. Holy cow. In a position like that, the two-on-one overlap, the draw pass is just a wonderful skill that you can use to open up that defense. But sometimes people are eager. They're expecting that 2-on-1. They're expecting that draw pass because, hey, that's just, you know, basics rugby. So if you can catch them sleeping, you can catch them tilting their hips, coming in a little too fast, that inside step works wonders.
And as we were talking about in that women's premiership game, this dry, sunny weather works very well for Westshore's game plan, and we've seen that in this opening few phases.
You know, I think with the cultural diversity, the melting pot that is Westshore, we got players from all over Canada, the States, Europe, Africa, down in Oceania, Australia. It brings a variety of skills and play styles together. And having this dry patch, you know, the tough, firm ground to be able to run around and sling that pill just allows people the opportunity to showcase their individual skills.
Today's match brought to you by Westshore sponsors NZ Builders, Shoreside Plumbing, Pemberton Homes Real Estate, and the Tube Shack up in Lake Cowichan. Burnaby Lake now on the reset after the 7 points gained by Westshore.
Good collection there off a high restart. Westshore looking to play out of their half.
Kingham goes himself. Perry McGuire, who's going to go to the boot. He finds some space.
Does not
Burnaby
find grass. Oh, is it out? He plays it in before.
Finds Grayson. Grayson was trying to go for the pass, couldn't find anyone.
A little extra step. Allows a few seconds for support to get there.
Burns on the tackle there for Burnaby. Kingham now goes himself. Dances. Goes outside to Belaski. Belaski gives a little ball to Oideman. Oideman on the outside
the offload
tries to find Rakalma. And it's going to be a knock-on against Westshore in the tackle.
Not terrible. Bringing it to Burnaby's just outside their 40, just inside their 40. First set piece here. Is it going to be a scrum? It's going to be a scrum. Interesting to see how these packs fare. Westshore does have some experience in the front row right now, both with their captain and Dewitt coming from the MLR scene.
Little lighter in that second row. Some of those studs, Carl Hunger and Caden DeGood, have gone off overseas to play professional rugby. And this scrum goes not the way of Westshore with a penalty against them. Looks like it was dropping the knee in the front row. Burnaby line out off the scrum penalty inside Westshore's half. Some chatter from both the packs here. The referee tells them to set the mark. So we've got a 6-man for Burnaby. It goes over the top, ends up in the hands of Kane Parrott, the captain for Westshore. Now Perry finds Kingham, who goes to McGuire. Oideman, the winger, finds Isherwood with some space, puts it to the boot, and it goes back for Burnaby, who's going to put it back in the air. Not out, though. Belaski finds McGuire in the midfield.
Calm here. Westshore's looking collected. We love to see it.
Great ball there from Avery Oideman. And Durango just goes straight for the contact. He's not scared of nothing.
Crazy Brian, as they call him.
The Westshore back's just slinging this ball around like it's nothing.
I am loving the speed of this game so far. Kingham with the spin move.
Can we see Westshore maintain this speed for the next 80 minutes, though? That is going to be the question. Belaski finds Isherwood, who spots a gap. He sees some room, bounces off one.
It is not impossible to maintain a speed like this. It is hard, absolutely, but knowing when and where to slow it down, taking the moments that you can, allows you to maintain a tempo through a whole match.
Gets about 3 meters away.
Saw some hands.
Perry goes to Parrott. Kane Parrott almost pushes through for the second try for Westshore. 2 meters out now, Westshore. Goes out the back to Isherwood. Belaski with a big ball to Reese. He steps. Oh my God, almost broke his ankles there in that tackle, but he stays in bounds.
That looked like it hurt.
Great work from Reese James to stay alive. Shoving the ball forward is Isherwood. And Perry just darts himself and he gets it.
No. Held up.
What?
I thought I saw a dot down.
I thought I saw a dot down there too, but no siree, says the referee. So it's going to be a goal line dropout. And Westshore will go back on the attack. This is some absolutely speedy, fast rugby here from Westshore. Burnaby hasn't been on the attack once so far this game.
They've technically had it twice, but they've kicked away both times.
8.5 minutes gone. 7-0 is the score for the #1 seed Valhallians. Mark Belaski is going to go for a drop kick, and it just goes wide. He's going to hear about that one on Tuesday.
Yep. Probably going to hear about it after this game. If not, I'll let him know.
Having a bit of fun with it. Nothing wrong with that. After all, that's what it's all about. So Burnaby is going to do a 22-meter dropout this time.
Honestly, this early in the game, with a 7-point lead, being in Burnaby's end, not giving them an opportunity to attack.
Burning a bit of clock. It's not the worst decision.
No, especially considering this 22 dropout is just going to go back to Westshore attack.
So Belaski's going to get the ball again. Is he going to go for another one? No. He goes to Kingham. Kingham's going to take it up and rumble. Finds a bit of a gap. Gets brought down by his opposite man, Burns. McGuire now gives inside to Belaski. Belaski finds a bit of a gap. Gives to Abu Al-Naj. The tight head prop carries. Now goes same way. Durango. James outside him. Perry Goes the opposite way, ran out of men on his right side. Abu Al-Naj will carry again. Support from James and Foster Dewitt.
Westshore back where they were not even a minute ago. You love to see it. You love that tempo.
And Isherwood taking that ball in just gets knocked on in the contact. So Burnaby will end up with a scrum 6-7 meters out from their try line.
Second scrum here, I believe. I don't think I processed how well that first scrum went, so I'm excited to see this one.
That first scrum ended in a penalty for Burnaby. So now Westshore will get a second opportunity to flex their muscle a little bit here. But as we all know, Burnaby prides itself on its pack.
They are traditionally a very strong scrumming team.
That scrum goes very well. Now Burnaby goes to the boot trying to put some distance, and that one just doesn't quite go as far as Corrigan wanted it to go. So it's going to be
rolled off the laces a little bit.
A little bit the wrong way, yeah. So Westshore is going to get their attacking opportunity back inside Burnaby's 22. Time off.
Considering how well that last scrum was, Burnaby set up a platform for the backs to be able to get the ball out, make that kick. It does suck to see, 5 meters gained. Hoping for a little bit more.
Referee is calling for a trainer for Burnaby's tight head prop Warden, the captain. Something going on with him. He's got blood on his hand.
Must be it. Gotta stop the wound. You cannot let people play for blood. It's dirty and gets messy.
Pretty decent crowd out here on this beautiful late January Saturday. Great to see all the support for Westshore Rugby Football Club.
Not hard to see a player bleeding, though. The fields are seeded with sand, and it's coarse and rough and irritating. It gets everywhere. It just grates your face, and the smallest little nick on some thin skin can just start gushing.
I remember some sandy games back from my playing days, and I found sand in my ears, behind my eyelids. Like, it just got everywhere.
Every
it's
crack
not
and crevice.
It is not pleasant.
Sand can find its way. It gets there.
So the Burnaby captain, Warden, getting his hand taped up. We're going to be back in action momentarily here. 7-0 Westshore. 11 minutes gone.
If you're just tuning in now, don't forget to like, subscribe, do all the good things with all the engagement buttons down below. That way you can stay up to date on our live streams and our posted game VODs. So on the weeks where Westshore's playing away, you still get some nice rugby action to watch.
Westshore line out inside Burnaby's lane, gets disrupted, and Kelly is going to pick that up for Burnaby. And it's going to be a knock-on against
What is
Westshore.
going on? They're getting argy-bargy. They just turn it away, and there it goes.
Brian Durango is going to turn that knock-on into a penalty against them. Discipline faltering early here for the Valhallians.
That is a big, wet, stinky fart. That sucks.
Zephyr Melnick on the color commentary, joined by myself, Max Foote, on the play-by-play. Thank you so much for joining us here today, watching from wherever you are. BC Men's Premiership action here at Westshore Parks and Recreation in Colwood, British Columbia. Burnaby Lake throw-in, finally getting an opportunity at some offense here.
First time Burnaby's been in Westshore's half.
5-man line-out. Goes to the middle. Great line-out move.
Great carry.
Great carry there from Elwood.
Bunts one. Little extra movement. Gets support with him.
And the 5, Soy, is going in. We've got a penalty advantage for Burnaby. Free one.
I think a high tackle, I would assume.
Now Fred Finson.
Fred Flintstone?
Burnaby goes short side, gets brought down by Joe Kingham. Big collision there right on the 22-meter line.
Looking to hold him up, but no.
And
back to the penalty.
Durango's jackal was good, but they were playing penalty advantage for a high tackle. So Burnaby probably looking to go to the corner here to put some pressure on Westshore.
Based off of Burnaby's history as a pack-heavy team, I'm expecting, this kick line out to the maul, Westshore to defend a maul on their 5. It is quite possible, but you do have to make a decision and stick to it. Getting up and stealing that ball is always an option. However, a bit more safe or secure option could be staying down, looking for the sack or a strip in that maul. Avoiding Burnaby or stopping Burnaby from getting that maul set up is Westshore's best bet here.
To the back. Burnaby sets up the maul, gets sacked by Westshore.
Called it. Looking to play.
Now tag.
Ooh, out the back. Well
finds the winger. Corrigan finds it, and it just drops, but that was a good try, says the referee.
It was a good try, considering also they were in a maul position, which easily could have resulted in a try. Getting a sack, having Burnaby's backs play an extra man out with a looping pull pass. They had an overman. They had a mismatch. They were 2-on-1, and they could have scored under the post, but Westshore pushed him to the corner. Not the worst thing in the world.
After a lightning-quick opening 10 minutes by the Valhallians, scoring 7 points, Burnaby answers back. They didn't have ball in hand for that long, so you got to wonder Westshore's going to want to keep control of the ball going forward.
I think Burnaby is well drilled. I think they've got a pretty expansive club and the club culture in that sense. You see it in their pack and their scrum as well as their lineouts.
Turner, the fly half for Burnaby, taking this kick, trying to add 2 to their tally and tie it up early in this game.
I do think Westshore not coming away with even a penalty kick from being in Burnaby's half is going to make it tough.
Turner makes it look easy for the extra 2 points.
As we see it there, I've played with Turner before. He does have a boot on him. He's quite skilled and even better when he's able to keep his head. So entering the opposition 22 and not coming away with points is a missed opportunity. Isherwood kicking quick. Not allowing Burnaby to set up. Ooh. No high tackle called because I think both people were low. It was just a big collision.
Nelson Oyu on the counter ruck. Doesn't get it. Durango with his hands in there trying to find that ball. Burnaby looking to set up a box kick here.
Some feet in the air.
I believe that's the Captain Kane parent upside down. Ball in the air. Perry's looking to contest. Gets it backwards to Belaski. Belaski goes to the boot.
Work.
Finds a bit of space. Trying to go for that 50-22. Didn't quite get all the way. Burns.
Oh, brilliant charge down. Wonderful work, Belaski.
Work by Belaski to charge down that kick from Turner.
Oh, great.
Bounces out of bounds, so it's going to be a Burnaby line out on their own 5-meter mark. Dang.
Honestly, that whole series of play, Perry with the recognition that he's not the tallest player in the world, so instead of trying to grab the ball, he just knocks it backward to Belaski.
Gets in the way of those 2 guys chasing.
And then and then for Belaski to chase down his own kick and charge Burnaby's opposition.
Westshore disrupts the line out, gets the ball back. Joe Kingham now. Westshore on the attack. 5'10", 5'6" meters out from the try line. Durango dancing around looking for a gap, doesn't find it.
Westshore has to come away with something here. They've worked too hard to come away with no points. And Burnaby's shown they are lethal with ball in hand.
Abu Nudge tries to give to Parrott on the wing, and it just goes out of bounds.
A little indecision on who's receiving that ball just results in a turnover. You hate to see it. But if Westshore is able to steal a ball in a lineout, maybe they can do it again. It is no guarantee. We hear a little bit of chatter from Foster Dewitt there in the back, organizing the lineout as an experienced hooker.
To the middle. Seth Ricalma tries to get in there, doesn't quite get it. Burnaby ends up with the ball now.
Whoa.
Big tackle there in the midfield.
We're seeing big runs, big collisions, big carries, the whole 9 yards.
Burnaby back to the box kick. Oyu's underneath it. Collects that, no problem. Finds Reese James in the midfield. Goes over his head a little bit.
That kind of bobble is not something you want.
It's okay. He's got Tom Isherwood on the chase.
I do think Burnaby probably recognized they were kicking back, so a slower approach.
Turner catches it, getting chased down by Isherwood, who gets him.
Good wrap. Good
Tackle
clear out
in
from
the
Burnaby.
midfield.
Burnaby's quick. They're playing again.
Burnaby goes to the short side. Only gets about one pass in that phase. Now they go back the other way. Carry again. Forward, mano a mano. The forwards going at each other there. Now the other way. Just switching direction and again. Trying to find a hole here is Burnaby. Gets a few meters on that carry.
Oh, good hit.
Great
Ball's
hit there
bobbling.
from the Westshore defense.
They keep it up. Hands in.
Looks like he was
No
going
turnover.
for the jackal. Didn't quite get there. Same way as Burnaby. Kelly is carrying. And penalty against Westshore, not rolling away. Fakes the
tough.
quick tap is the scrum half.
That's a big scrum half move. Fake a quick tap. Oh, my team's not ready. Whoop. I mean, Max is stepping away from the commentary. So you got me on the play-by-play and the color commentary. It looks like we have a game of rugby going on today. The kick is long from Turner, looking like it is a bit shorter than anticipated, just outside Westshore's 40-meter. Another visit to Westshore's half. Burnaby's probably eager to switch the tempo, try to get down for another try. Some movement, long bomb, overthrow. Foster picks it up with the offload to Parrott. And another one. Oh my God.
Omar Abdul Naj.
Oh.
Tries to get the final offload.
That was a wonderful connection between all three front row.
Westshore holds on to it and has penalty advantage here inside Burnaby's 22.
That went 2-1-3.
McGuire finds Belaski. Belaski gives to Isherwood.
Draw pass.
Isherwood gives to Oyo. Oyo's got one to beat. He's in.
Can he get out of the
Wow.
post? No, but he can still score it down. Wonderful, wonderful series of play. You love to see it from the front row there. Some great offloads, some pickups.
That was pretty impressive display of skill from the Westshore pack. And then to go to that dominant back line that Westshore has to put Nelson Oyu in the corner.
Honestly, with how quick that went, you could still consider that of being scored from the turnover. And that's just where most of rugby is. Which team is better at capitalizing on mistakes?
21 minutes gone here with Mark Belaski going for his second kick. He slotted that first one pretty easily, looking to go 2 for 2.
I think he is closer in this time, I believe. About 15 meters from the sideline.
And that one is just going to split the post as well to push this score line to 14-7 in favor of Westshore.
Both teams obviously have a good kicker here. It is a one-try game at the moment. I believe it'll be a bit more back and forth like this until one team starts to break away. Once you get to that 2-try limit, you can start playing a bit more crazily and you know,
taking a few more chances.
Yeah, once you create that length, that gap, it is a lot harder for the other team to catch up, especially with both sides having a kicker that has, so far, been 100%.
Turner, the fly half for Burnaby on the reset here. Goes left.
Long and
Durango. Oideman catches it. Puts it to the air and interference call penalty against Westshore.
Tough to see. And this is the back and forth I was talking about. Burnaby is inside Westshore's half. They're able to get themselves in a position, maybe that line out with the maul, which is where they're more confident at. And if they can score here, it's just going to be the same thing back and forth until one team makes a mistake or doesn't convert. If Westshore is able to hold Burnaby here and get out of their own end, they increase their momentum. They allow themselves a bit more breathing room to continue attacking. Oh,
Burnaby
bit of a bobble.
Line out. They don't quite get to set up their signature maul, but Kelly, the hooker, holds on to it. Short ball now for Burnaby. Tackle by King Parrott. Another short little dart trying to just get meter by meter, and a penalty goes the other way.
That is what Westshore's looking for. They stop the maul. They strip that ball.
Not releasing is the call from the official, so Westshore gets out of a dangerous situation here. Isherwood going to the sideline.
Hoping to relieve some pressure. Great work there.
Oh.
Max is breaking the scaffolding. Timmy's double-double is sloshing around inside of him.
Foster do it on the throw-in. Westshore goes to Seth Ricalma, goes over top. Kane Parrott able to recover that. Rumbles through, gets 10 meters off the line out.
An old-school player if I've ever seen one.
McGuire goes to Kingham. Kingham steps back inside. Great little cut move from the 8-man.
He does love that inside step.
Finding the edges, Westshore, and Isherwood puts a wiggly ball up in the air.
Turner's able to collect it on one bounce, though, giving him a bit of time.
Oideman is right there on him with Isherwood going for the jackal.
And they get it. That is huge.
Incredible.
That is huge.
Wow, that was a great phase of play. Isherwood is going to tap it quick and give to Abu Al-Naj, who's just going to rumble forward with support. Perry goes short side to Ricalma. Ricalma just carries in. Looked like he was going for the offload. Great decision. Brian Durango darts down the side of the ruck and gets Westshore's third try of the day.
Crazy work there. That is
Wow.
his favorite move, to look like he's a part of the ruck, detach, grab that ball, and run up through the A channel. When you're coaching defense, when you're working with players, that is the most important thing that every coach focuses on, is those A channels.
19-7 now the score line for the home side. Kick to come from Mark Belaski, 2 for 2 on the day, and Westshore is looking dominant in every area of the field.
It is great work here. That kind of capitalization, you know, entering Burnaby's half, getting away with a little bit of rapid turnovers from the kick chase, and a quick try. You don't want to spend 5-10 minutes down in Burnaby's half. You want to spend a minute. Score and get out. And it's
They
through.
just get it. Wow. Mark Belaski, 3 for 3, 100% on the day, pushes this scoreline to 21-7 for the number 1 seed Valhallians.
Considering the score and where that penalty was, I would have assumed they would have taken a penalty kick. But it's good to see the Westshore players backing themselves, being confident in their skills, and they just get to play more. It's a dry day.
With a back line like the one they got today, why not? Put on a show.
That's what I'm here for.
Burnaby Lake back on the reset after the try by Brian Durango. Seth Air. Abu Al-Naj is there to collect.
Good collection there. It looked like there was some competition, some friendly shoulder budging.
Durango, another dart, gets the pass off the deck to Perry. Kane Parrott now plays 9. Higgins is going to rumble himself. Gets driven back by a couple Burnaby guys. So Perry's going to go to the boot. Finds a bit of space. Ricalma on the chase. Oh, that would have been a big collision. That was Corrigan, the 15, who collected that ball. And we're going to have a penalty against Westshore now.
The 9 keeps going for that fake, as if running in by yourself when your team's on their butts is a good idea. I am hoping he chooses to do it one time. That's just me as a forward.
Turner goes to the far side of the field off the penalty. It's going to be a Burnaby Lake line out just in between the 22 and the 10-meter mark.
A little far for a maul, so they're probably going to be
You
using
never
one of
know
their-
with Burnaby, though.
That is true. They do
Those
love
guys
it.
will maul from their own 5-meter.
And why not? It's their
Goes to the back, and Kane Parrott has picked up just about every line out at the back of that
They do
set
need
piece.
that ball to maul, though.
Bolaski goes to the air. Oh, he was looking for that 50-22.
It bounced. It bounced. It bounced. It bounced. It bounced.
Referee is saying it got kicked straight out.
Instant replay, please and thank you. It bounced.
Livestream Tower arguing with them. Westshore arguing with him. The fans arguing with him, but he says, I don't care.
Crazy work, actually.
That is a bit of a miscall from the referee, but that's okay.
And we have video proof.
Play on we go.
Oh, yeah, look here. Ball from the 10-meter. Ball from the 10. Ball from our 10. Ball from the 5.
Westshore countering that maul pretty good now. Now Burnaby pulls it out. Turner with it. Finds his center. Same way they go. Turner again. Gives outside to Corrigan.
Nice and quick. Burnaby's rucks are looking like a second or two. But Westshore is able to get their shoulders in there, slow it down a little bit.
Slows that one down pretty good. Frid Finson carries the open side flanker.
Westshore is looking a little short. Their heads are all looking at the ruck. Here's hoping one of them wakes up with a bit of a swivel. Ooh, a bit of a bobble in that ruck. Results in a knock-on.
Referee gets that call right this time, so Westshore will get the ball back just around center field.
I'm not sure. It looks a little bit like a line-out to me. It bounced. Anyway, I'm not over it. You're not over it. We're here. Let me tell you. So if a ball is kicked off the park, fully on it, meaning it crosses the sidelines before it lands.
Into touch.
Into touch. It is where the ball's kicked from. If the ball hits the turf, bounces, and then rolls out of touch, it is where the ball goes out. And that's to avoid players just, booting it off the park with no finesse or skill. It wants to reward players who are skilled at kicking.
Westshore backline goes the short side. Isherwood funds Oya with one in front, steps inside, breaks one tackle, gives back to Isherwood, and Thomas Isherwood is going to score for the Valhallians.
Huge, huge, huge. Love
Incredible set-piece play from Westshore ends up with another try, pushing their scoreline to 26.
Great decisions all around. You could see it at the half. You draw a pass, you draw in the defenders, forcing them to come up to you and make that tackle, and then you pass. Right before that tackle happens, you create an overlap, a 2-on-1, or you cuts back inside, and recognizing that a defender might have a hand on him, chooses to give that offload instead of getting greedy and trying to tuck his ears back and go himself.
Bolaski quickly adds 2 points to the tally, pushing Westshore 28-7 over the visiting Burnaby Lake.
Burnaby's heads are looking a little down. They're sauntering back to the center field here. I think it is at a breaking point in this first half. If Westshore is able to maintain dominance, get another try, or absolutely rock a Burnaby player in the contact, I think that might be a nail in the coffin.
Just over 8 minutes to go in this first half of this BC Men's Premiership action. Turner goes to the left side. Rakalma's underneath. Gathers, no problem. Gets taken down by Burnaby defense. Now Perry looking to set up the first ruck of this phase. Kingham goes in. Kingham spins around, gets a bit of space in front, goes down finally with support.
Still running.
And a penalty goes against Westshore. Not releasing is the call. Looked like the defender got in there before the ruck was formed.
Sometimes rumbling, a continued rumble is great. Other times it means you're a little bit isolated or surrounded by 4 opposition, so they can easily and quickly get on that ball. Less is more sometimes.
So Turner, the fly half, will go back to the corner. Burnaby's been to this specific side of the field 3 times now and hasn't come away with any points from a line out over here. Only that first try early in this first half on this short side.
I do expect another maul here, but Burnaby's shown that they're having a hard time keeping their own ball, catching that throw. Nice and
Middle
simple.
tries to set up the maul. They get that one good. Westshore looked like they were going for the sack, couldn't quite get it in time.
Starting to rumble.
So a Burnaby maul is now moving down the field,
Westshore-
6-7 meters out.
Westshore looking to rumble.
Even the backs are
We got a
getting
straight
involved.
arm, bent arm, straight
Penalty
arm, bent arm.
advantage against Westshore. And he's just going to call that. And a quick tap from Burnaby. Another penalty advantage.
And a try.
But Burnaby's just going to get that try. Back-to-back penalties from Westshore in the maul results in a try for Burnaby Lake.
About a terrible showing for Burnaby there. They're doing what they like to do, which is that line out, that maul. They get rewarded from setting up that maul early and quick. Westshore doesn't get to sack or strip that ball. And it just means it's easier for penalties to be drawn, and that last penalty drawn is the conclusion. That's why the try was scored.
Turner now kicking on the other side of the field for his second conversion attempt. First one went through no problem. He's looking to add 2 more points and cut this Westshore lead down to 14.
You can see that try was much needed from Burnaby's side. The boys at the halfway, getting their water, and their heads are a bit higher. They look a bit more lively, you know, keeping themselves in the game, keeping morale high.
And that one is good as well. So both kickers 100% here today. The score now 28-14 with just over 5 minutes left in this first half.
If this track record is anything to show, it looks like giving Burnaby a penalty anywhere in Westshore's half could result in potential try-scoring opportunities. High and short.
Ball is up. Nelson Oyu looks to contest. Ends up in the hands of Warden. Penalty against.
Similar to the women's game, we're starting to get some issues in that breakdown, some discipline areas. You can hear it here. Grayson Perry yelling at his team about discipline. Westshore has shown that they can turn that ball over. They can play from anywhere, really, so there's no need to force anything. Trying to force a turnover in that breakdown is just going to result in a kick that Ethan Turner can put Burnaby on Westshore's 10.
Talking to Westshore's head coach Aaron Frisbee before the game, he said one of the keys was to keep discipline and keep that penalty count down for these guys. They had, on average, 13 or 14 penalties a game in the first half. So if they can get that number down, he said they have a much better chance of building up a lead and not having to dig their way out of a hole.
And it shows. Burnaby's well drilled. They got a good scrum, a good pack. Their line-out knows what to do. Where Westshore's skills are a bit more individualistic. They're a melting pot, as I've said before. Lots of players from lots of different parts of the world. But that can clash if everybody thinks they're, John Rugby, Superman.
Burnaby builds another maul here, doing very well. Penalty advantage now. Finally, still rumbling, still going. Now it goes to the backs. Turner finds his center. Gives another ball.
That's the mistake.
That ball,
That
Avery
mistake
Oideman
right
was
there.
on the chase there, but it was penalty advantage for Burnaby Lake. So we're going to go back to that on the short side from the maul penalty.
Great to stop Burnaby's momentum, absolutely. But without that penalty try there, I do believe that could have been a try. A big kick, rapid, quick from the 9.
And Turner's going down the side. Rakalma is there. Great try-saving tackle from Seth Rakalma, the number 5.
Pushing the balls are going
Burnaby
crazy.
holds
People are
on
getting
to
wild.
it. Lots going on here all of a sudden outside of Westshore's try line. Burnaby Lake in control, about 10 meters out from their third try of the game. Pick and go. Build another one. Just trying to set a platform here for the Burnaby backs.
Burnaby has slowed it down quite slowly. I guess you can't really slow things down quickly.
3 pick and goes in a row now.
It's great for a platform, but they are really just moving sideways.
Now a quick pop from the 9 to Kelly. Kelly carries, gets nearly held up from Durango.
Maybe it still looks like they're fighting to find some ground here. Yes.
And they
held
do
up.
hold him up, so that ball is going to go the other way. Unplayable is the call, so it's a scrum for Westshore.
For the uninformed there, if you are in control of the ball and you head into a maul, it gets held up, and there's no obvious winner, there's no momentum being pushed, the ball's not being provided or produced, it will be a turnover. If you are slowing it down to a maul and you can't control your own ball, you get it jammed up, no ball for you.
So Westshore scrum inside their defensive zone. Backs setting up 4-2 split on that far left side. McGuire to Belaski. Belaski gives to Isherwood.
Good drawn
Isherwood
pass.
fighting Turner off of him. Gives it to McGuire. McGuire's got some space in front. And he's getting chased down. Just trying to stay alive. Finally finds the support. Belaski to king him a little basketball pass there.
We're playing 3-on-3 out here.
And held on.
Fair enough. Good work by Burnaby. A little tough to see. But playing from your own end all the way out to their end is impressive in its own right.
Electric work from the Westshore backs, just playing hot potato with it. And Burnaby's just going to end the half on that note. So 28-14 with 40 minutes gone is the call here at halftime. Action on its way here, refocusing on this BC Men's Premiership matchup to kick off the second half of the club season. Foster do it.
Oh,
Pitches
brilliant
it back
collection.
to Durango, and Higgins carries for the first hit up of the second half.
Seen a lot
Now
of
McGuire going to the air.
A lot of 3-on-3 basketball skills today. It is wonderful. Straight out.
And that ball goes straight out. Unfortunate little error there from the 10, Taylor McGuire.
That one didn't bounce. I got the mark. You do have to be 5 meters on the mark, though. You can get in the way. If Burnaby wanted to throw it in quickly, you can intercept that. But if you're closer than 5 meters, it will be an offside penalty. That maul is set. Westshore goes for the sack. Burnaby looking to play out right. Little bit of confusion as the hooker rumbles. Quick ball.
Big run
sit
up. Derek
down.
Carroll gets sat down by Burnaby. That was an incredible run. Now Soy goes in. Excuse me. And Turner looks to find some support. The winger darts through, finds a bit of space. Westshore on the back foot on defense now. Now going the other way.
Good rumbling. Westshore needs to weather here, hold these big collisions in.
Burnaby Lake keeps it going the same way. Turner marching his troops around.
Oh, and the
Murphy
ball is
goes
stripped.
in.
But
Ball gets stripped but goes back the other way. Penalty advantage
for
now
a high
for Burnaby.
tackle. Unfortunate.
Kelly, the hooker, carries, gets brought down by Higgins. Burnaby staying the same way.
With this advantage, it's an opportunity for Burnaby to take their time, burn the clock a little bit, and find a position to make sure they come away with points.
Turner gets brought down by Seth Rakama. Big support, and
We are going back to Burnaby's high tackle penalty, or Westshore's high tackle penalty.
so Westshore on the defensive here.
Burnaby's captain there just gesturing to his squad to take a breather, slow it down. He is aware of their field position and the opportunity presented to them.
So it looks like Burnaby's going to set up to put the ball into the corner to set up a line out, potentially a maul. Looks like the forward pack is chatting about their options.
You can tell Kelly's already set up on the sideline. The forward pack's chatting. It's going to be a maul of some kind. Where at the front, the back, we don't know yet, but it will be a maul. If Westshore can contest this, bobble the ball, or strip and sack the
They
maul.
go to the middle right away. Looks for the sack, gets it. Kane Parrott does the sack this time.
Great work on the maul.
They somehow keep the maul alive, though, and drive it and get held up. Great defensive work by Westshore.
And right there, with Burnaby's skill to be able to provide the ball backwards in a stripped maul, in a sacked maul, and continue the push, Westshore is honestly lucky to have held them up there. I think they only got away with that because of Parrott's ability to sack that maul. If Burnaby had been allowed to set the maul straight from the get, I think it would have been a converted try.
Goal line dropout from the Valhallians here after the held up call. So Burnaby's going to get another opportunity to attack. Isherwood puts it to the midway. Turner is there to collect. Now on the counter attack, Burnaby finds Corrigan.
Sat down. Big collisions there.
Burnaby switches directions now, goes in. Durango is there trying to get the steal, doesn't quite get it. Now Burnaby switching directions is Burns. Burns goes in. Durango is just at every ruck trying to find that turnover, doesn't quite get it. Kelly, the hooker now, gets driven back. Same way, Turner goes to Murphy. Murphy outside to...
Ooh. Great chop tackle there by Perry. Stops any momentum in its tracks.
Now the captain goes in. Captain on captain.
Great work from Parrott to roll out of that collision.
Switches directions, goes short side. Oideman gets sat down.
Big collisions. They're playing in the shade right
Burnaby just rumbling, keeping it short and close to this ruck.
They're playing quite well. If you can't tell, they're slowing it down. But ooh, bit of a bobble.
And the scrum half bobbles the ball for a knock-on after great extended pressure. They got about 8 or 9 phases in that sequence, but now the ball's going to go the other way for a Westshore scrum.
Murphy's Law says that anything wrong will go wrong. Coleslaw, thinly sliced cabbage and mayonnaise.
You don't say.
Burnaby was doing quite well. They were slowing the tempo down between the collisions, but as those passes were made and into each collision, they sped up, conserving energy when they can and applying themselves a bit more directly. Just unfortunate that the scrum half lost the ball on that pick.
Grayson Perry on the put-in for Westshore. Big dominant scrum from both teams, and Westshore gets the penalty that time.
Wonderful. Burnaby's props are on their stomach. It looks like they couldn't support their own weight, and Westshore just pushed them to the ground.
So Thomas Isherwood, wearing the 13, will look to go to the corner to set up the forwards for a line-out.
Sailing over into the car park, off the hood. Sorry to whoever's red truck that was.
Time off is the call.
You will not be compensated. We have a substitution coming in. Number 1 for Burnaby heading away. Max is shivering. His lips are purple.
This sun going down behind the tree line has really put a damper on our day up here on the tower.
Starting to feel a bit more like January. Earlier today with the sun out, it was kind of warm, a little bit of cold wind, but now it is just straight up cold.
Westshore's made a substitution with Aiden Holland coming into the game.
Burnaby did as well, 1 for 17.
So a couple subs, about 7 minutes gone this second half. That's starting to make a little sense as both coaches are starting to play a bit of chess. We go back to the scrum.
I thought we were watching rugby today. More scrums. I think as the lads are tiring, you can kind of see it. You're seeing a bit more set pieces. That's just a result of, when you exhaust, maybe your discipline slips, so the penalties and lineouts or knock-on handling errors resulting in just more scrums.
Burnaby getting that scrum going. They get the advantage, and it wheels. So now the scrum half will take the ball. And we're going to go to the backs. Vicolani is in now.
Little oxymoronic considering the more tired you get, the more scrums you do, and the more tired you get, and then the more scrums you do.
Chip down by Burnaby goes all the way to the end zone and gets dotted down by Avery Ottoman.
You're going back to the penalty. Just asked him politely, hey, man, come on. You bring enough to share?
Time is back on here at Westshore Parks and Recreation. Turner is going to set up the line out.
expect another maul here. If Westshore is able to continue on their track and keep those sacks in, I don't think Burnaby is capable enough of mauling 10 meters. If Burnaby has the opportunity to set their maul fully from the get, they might have an opportunity to push under the posts.
Burnaby's got their 7-man in the scrum half position. They're definitely going for a maul again, as they do.
They get it set.
Try to get it sacked, but Burnaby has figured out how to counter that sack pretty well. They're rumbling now. 5 meters out is the Burnaby maul. Going sideways from the Westshore pressure. Still going is Burnaby. 1 meter out, 2 meters out, gets driven back finally.
Ooh.
Foster Dewitt was on that ball. Great work from the XMLR. Now
Impressive
Kelly.
work.
Quick little rumble from the Burnaby hooker. They go again, short ball, looking to just punch their ticket. Penalty advantage now for Burnaby. Same play again. Kelly set up in that position, does it. Gets driven back by Abu Al-Naj. Now they go to the backs, find a bit of space. Murphy
Getting
gets
dragged
held up by
backwards.
James. Now the other way, still playing penalty advantage. I believe that's a new advantage now.
I would have to assume offside, potentially. It's very easy to get
Held
offside.
up.
When you're
And it's going to be, we're going to go back to the penalty. Time off from the official, and he's going to go to the pocket. There's going to be a yellow card here against someone on Westshore.
probably high or dangerous.
Brian Durango gets a yellow, so he's going to go sit down for 10 minutes.
Show him the cheese, sir. Show him the cheese. Westshore at a distinct disadvantage now. I didn't see any hand gestures from the ref, so maybe it was just repeat infringements, potentially. Too many penalties this close to a scoring opportunity can be considered cynical and will result in a card.
So Burnaby's going to take the advantage of a man up and go to the scrum.
Especially with Durango being a flank. It's 7 on 8 now in the scrum. And with Burnaby's skill, they've shown that they can handle their scrum 8 on 8. Let's see if they're able to capitalize.
Big set there from Burnaby and immediately start driving. Advantage again for Burnaby off the scrum. So now they go to the backs. Murphy finds Fine outside.
Oh.
Fine gets dummied by Thomas Isherwood.
Absolutely cut in half.
Now the other way. Mano a mano. Aiden Holland getting involved now.
Pushing him a little sideways and forward. Big collision, though. Oh.
Not sure what happened in that ruck there, but ball stays in Burnaby's possession. 3 meters out from the try line. Goes for the short. Warden, the captain, tried to carry. Gets brought down by Derek Curl.
Burnaby's players looking like they're going individually. They do have the skill and strength to do it, but too many individual plays can derail your team. A little bit of shoving there. Argy-bargy on the goal line.
1 meter out, 2 meters out is Burnaby just trying to punch in for their third try of the game. Another pick and go. Isherwood, the 13, getting involved in the forwards. Now looking to go to the backs. They do. Turner finds the ball. Gives to Fine. Fine steps inside and gets it. Fine with a great step back inside gives Burnaby their third try of the day.
I don't think it was fine. Is it?
Number 11?
No, 15?
Was it 15? Excuse me. Corrigan gets that one.
I think so. He's waiting. No, number 11. Fine. Huh? No, they must have switched. I don't know. 11 says fine on our score sheet. 11 on the jersey's not fine out there.
He's not fine.
Anyway.
28-19 now the score line. Burnaby adding 5 points to their tally.
Turner.
52 minutes gone in this game. Turner going for his third kick. He's 100% on the day so far.
I think this is the closest kick he's had today, so it should be easy for him to make it. Kicking in the last patch of sun on the field currently. probably just enjoying this last warm moment before the heat death of the universe. And it sails.
He gets
through.
that one. So,
As expected.
28-21, 7 points separate these two men's premiership sides.
I feel confident that I could have called that. Sometimes the ARs take their time. They got to decide with each other. So that's honestly keeping me on the edge of my seat more than the kick was.
Thomas Isherwood collecting the ball for the restart. Westshore forwards lined up on the left side.
One benefit of playing in the shade is there's no more sun in your eyes for catching these high balls, which is really nice.
Deep ball from Isherwood. They find the 9 who's just going to clear it. Tries to get it out, but it doesn't go all the way. Grayson Perry collects, finds Belaski. Belaski to Reese James. James with some space is going to go to the air. Big boot up with Corrigan. Almost collects it. He does get it, and he's got a lot of space in front of him. Great counterattack here now from Burnaby. Gets tackled by Isherwood. Corrigan gets the offload off to Johnston.
Oh, they're fighting on the sideline. I don't know what's going on here.
Isherwood unhappy with Corrigan there.
Big hits. Scaffolding's breaking. I don't know if you can hear it on the mic.
Huge run from Frid Finson. Sits down McGuire.
One of the downsides of playing in the shade in January is it's January and you're in shorts.
Burnaby Lake keeping possession of this ball. Now going to the backs. Turner outside to Abdel Bar.
There a little bit of space. Burnaby's able to break through. Yes.
Burnaby down the short side. Sherman. Huge collision there on the far side of the field. And the ball spills out of bounds. So Westshore is going to maintain or regain possession, I should say.
No.
No.
To Burnaby it goes. Interesting.
I'm not sure what that motion was from the referee, but it's going to be a Burnaby ball, and we've got a slew of replacements for Westshore.
I believe it is that way because it is. It's the same way you identify trees.
Mitch Bowie coming in at 9. Johnstone O'Lindy on the field, and Jeff Aluch into the centers. So a couple substitutions for Westshore to try and get some funk back in their game. Burnaby lineout goes to the middle, sets up the maul again from Westshore's 22.
They're much better at defending against that sack now. Burnaby's wizened up to Parrott's tricks.
Kelly on the back, steering this maul towards the post. Finally, it goes out now. Burnaby with the ball, finds Fine on the outside. Fine with a couple to beat. Johnstone O'Lindy and Jeff Aluch getting involved in the game now. Now the other way goes Burnaby Lake. Short ball to Kelly. Kelly gets brought down. O'Lindy right on top of it, and he gets the steal.
Brilliant work. Brilliant work.
Way to make an impact. Johnstone O'Lindy off the bench with a tackle and a jackal right away.
Love to see that. A man after my own heart. You could tell he's got his hands on it. Burnaby comes in. They tip his feet off. They try to get him off balance, but O'Lindy's able to, not O'Lindy, able to hold on to that ball. Wonderful turnover. Absolutely wonderful turnover. I love it.
So Westshore line out on their own 40-meter, trying to turn some things the other way now. Matt Evans, the rugged veteran on the field in the 16 jersey. Foster Dewitt telling him what's going on.
The sideline is absolutely full of supporters
Higgins
right now.
gets it, no problem. Mitch Bowie with his first pass. Joe Kingham just carries himself, trying to spin out.
Unfortunate
And
there.
Burnaby is going to get the not releasing call. So Westshore's attack gets squandered in the midfield, and the captain Warden deciding what to do here. Maybe looking to go for points.
Yep.
And they are going to go for points here.
I mean, with a kicker like Turner who's able to just effortlessly put it between the posts, why not back him, have a little bit of a challenge? And at this distance, who knows? Maybe the ball bobbles, lands in the end zone, and it becomes a goal line dropout.
just under 58 minutes gone, getting close to this final quarter of action. Westshore on top 28-21 over the visiting Burnaby Lake. The Westshore club as a whole has 2 wins over their opposite club today. The Premiership men's trying to make it 3, but Burnaby Lake definitely not making it easy for them. Turner from about 37 meters out.
At around this 60-minute mark is when fatigue starts to set in. You know, as we've mentioned, the shades come over. There's cloud cover. And through.
Easily gets the extra 3 points, pushing Burnaby's tally to 24. 4 points, all that separates these two sides now. It's anybody's game.
Like I was saying, with that fatigue, this is the moment where individual greatness shines through. If you're able to maintain, play a full 80-minute game, it is an impressive feat in and of itself. It is also impressive to come on with 20 minutes to go fresh and maintain tempo.
Isherwood on the reset, kicks it deep inside Burnaby's 22, and they're going to set up that same exit play, and this time it's going to go out of bounds. Westshore line out inside the 10-meter mark on Burnaby's half.
Some substitutes coming on for Burnaby. Looking like the yellow is finished. We are back to 15 on 15. Honestly, quite impressive from Westshore there for playing down a man, defending that, and only allowing Burnaby a penalty kick. But Turner showed that he can kick from almost 40 meters.
To the back of the line out. Durango collects no problem. Westshore backs with a bit of space now.
Ooh, bobbles.
Johnstone O'Lindy is able to hang on to that ball. Great skill by him to keep it alive. Nelson Oyu goes in. Big tackle there from Vicolani. And another steal by Burnaby. Westshore not defending their ruck enough.
This is tough. Turner's shown he can kick from anywhere. I don't know if he's going to have the confidence.
And the ref is going to march him another 10-meter. Discipline starting to slip here for the Westshore Valhallians.
Putting Turner in kicking distance. It looks like they're chatting. It looks like they're going for it. This is it. This is where we're... Never mind.
No, they're going to go to the corner.
It is a hard kick to make, to be fair.
And that is easily going to put them within try-scoring distance.
Backing their line out as Burnaby has all game.
61 minutes gone. Burnaby looking to set up that dangerous maul of theirs inside Westshore's 22.
Honestly, quite tense. I'm enjoying every minute of this match.
To the middle. Durango disrupts. Great work by Brian Durango. Not giving Burnaby the opportunity to get that maul going. So now Belaski set up for the kick and the exit. He will do that. It's not going to get much distance on it, so Burnaby's going to get a redo at that line out.
Is that Tony? We're just discussing up here with one of the Burnaby players from the Okanagan
Westshore,
who played with us last year, is playing for Burnaby, I believe.
Wearing a number 4 jersey. It's a little undersized for a lock in the Premier League. Toby Higgins disrupts that one, and huge. Durango gets his hands on it.
Absolutely huge. A momentum shift Westshore desperately needed.
Kingham calling for it. Kingham with support. Matt Evans over the top of him right away. Mitch Bowie going back to Belaski. Belaski throws it to Isherwood. Isherwood is going to go to the boot.
Holy.
Huge kick.
Out, though. But it's okay. They're inside their 22. We're looking at half. At half. Way better than on the 5-meter.
That's an excellent decision to put some space between the danger zone for Westshore.
I do believe that we're going to be seeing a lot more of that in this final 15 or so minutes. Just decisions and kicking and a little bit of a back and forth. You know, the boring stuff us forwards don't necessarily like, but that's okay.
More strategy than anything else. Burnaby lineout goes to the front, one-man lift, great work, and it's going to be a penalty against Westshore.
Playing him in the air. Yeah, this discipline. That's where the conversation you had with Frisbee earlier is ringing true.
This is going to be the downfall of this team today if they can't rein this in.
Westshore is capable of relieving pressure. They're on their 5. They can test 2 lineouts, stop 2 mauls, kick it almost 50 meters, get to the sideline, and then one just poor decision-making error, it sets them back.
So Burnaby on the attack again inside Westshore's half. 4 points between them. A try will put them in the lead with 63.5 minutes gone.
You know, strong-spirited individuals are great. Sometimes they make individual errors that are costly.
No problem on that maul set up by Westshore. And Vicolani just rumbling through, putting guys down every which way.
Ref's calling for a release.
Now Warden. Warden goes.
Burnaby is hungry here. They came to play, and they're not
And
gonna
another penalty against Westshore.
for
Not
off.
rolling away is the call. So now it's set up right in front on the 22 underneath the post is Burnaby.
Another
And
kick.
they're going to go for another 3-point opportunity here. Turner looking very well on the boot today. He's 100%.
Great call from the captain as well to know his team and just trust.
That's still going to leave them a point behind Westshore, but with the way the penalties are going, I think they're just looking to build that lead slowly with time still on the clock.
There's more than enough time after this. If Turner continues his track record, all he'll need is one more kick to change the game.
Easily slots that one for the extra 3 points on the penalty kick. 28-27 now the score. 65 minutes gone, 15 to go. Westshore is on the back foot, it looks like. We talked about this earlier, Zeph, but they were lightning quick for the first 20 minutes, and we wondered if they were going to able to keep up that pressure. It hasn't seemed to be the case so far.
I think there was a few opportunities where they played so quickly and they got into Burnaby's end and they didn't come away with points that if they had earlier in the game, they'd still be in a comfortable lead.
Warden collects the kickoff, no problem, and now Burnaby is rumbling.
I still think it's because the sun's gone and it's chilly.
The 9 setting up the box kick, telling his players where to go. Puts it to the air. Mitch Bowie is there, collects no problem. He gives to Belaski. Belaski goes to the boot the other way now. Bit of tennis going on.
Smart decisions
Turner.
all around. People are probing. Smart call from Turner there. Caught it just inside his 22. Almost stepped out of bounds. Able to stutter step back inside so they can kick.
Staying inside his 22 meant he was able to kick that one out of bounds without going back to the place where it was kicked. So Westshore is going to have their line out now inside Burnaby's half, about 35 meters out-ish.
With Mark Belaski's boot, I do think it
To the
could
back.
go Westshore's way. If Burnaby draws a penalty anywhere inside their 40, I think Belaski's confident enough.
Joe Kingham rumbles and gets through a bit of a gap.
Whew.
Now Bowie goes the other way, finds Reese James. Reese James carries, gets brought down right away. Not much going on there. Now Blasky calls for it the other way. Blasky gives to Kingham. Kingham gets chopped down right away. And now Aluch. Aluch goes, thought he spotted a gap, didn't quite get through though.
Some probing attacks. This is good.
Other way goes Westshore. Foster do it, looking for support, didn't find it, so he just carries himself. Belaski folding around, has Isherwood with him. Isherwood
Bit of a stutter
dancing,
step.
staying in bounds. Finally goes down.
Good work.
Belaski playing 10 now for Westshore, gives to Evans. Evans gets driven back.
Parrott's
Big
got his
hit
hands
there.
up. Whoo!
And it is going to be a penalty for Westshore. Clock not rolling away after a few calls going against them on the other opposite side of the field.
And with the way this game's going, that's exactly what they want. Belaski's got ball in hand. He's looking for the confirmation that he can kick. Oh.
Huge call.
Let the boys play. This is a break it moment right here. Making that decision means you have to come away with points now.
Yeah.
You cannot afford to leave this end without converting.
At minimum, Westshore is going to be looking for 5 points here with time off.
Part of their strategy could be knowing that Turner is eager to take the penalties and kick those 3-pointers is allowing the game to go a little bit longer in Burnaby's end, get 7 points so that it's no longer a 3-point match.
Quick water break for both sides here after a grueling nearly 70 minutes. This has been just a bloodbath of a game.
With these kind of decisions, how tight it is and the importance of a season opener, it might even turn into a 90-minute game with some stoppages like this. Holy.
Which I am a fan of. The more rugby, the better. That's what I say.
Mm-hmm. Oh, brilliant
Toby
line out.
Higgins able to just grab that one. And now Westshore with an attacking maul. Penalty advantage for Westshore.
Huge. That's exactly what they need.
And now Bowie digs it out, finds Belaski, who goes to the air with Alindy on the other side. Alindy almost gathers it. Oh, it was just outside of his fingertips. That would have been an incredible play. Belaski taking advantage of that free play. But we're going to go back to the penalty on the other side.
He might have even had it if he had just let it hit the deck.
Foster, do it. Looking to just rumble this himself. He's not scared of nothing.
Eats bowls of nails for breakfast. A little bit of forward momentum.
Do it goes in. The ball spills out. They just get it.
Oh!
Aiden Holland gets it and he's in.
Huge. Absolutely huge. Great recognition from Matt Evans there. Just to tap it quick. You know, it is not about who scores, but it's the fact that Westshore scores. Great team effort there. Recognition both on Belaski with the kick, with the penalty advantage, that line out to get the penalty, and then the quick handling from the ball popping out. Brilliant, brilliant stuff.
That was incredible work from the connection from Matt Evans to Aiden Holland to just dive in the corner, which sets up a pretty tough kick for Mark Belaski, but nonetheless, that pushes a bit of room for Westshore. 6 points now separating the two sides. Meaning
Burnaby is going to have to get in for a try. It's stopping their game plan of just slowly chipping away at the points by kicking, by lengthening the lead long enough.
So this try, Belaski's conversion, gets in.
Holy cow, what a day today has been. Kick after kick
this
after
has been just some incredible rugby here at Westshore Parks and Recreation.
100% kick conversion.
With that Westshore try and the conversion, that pushes the clock over the 70-minute mark, which means time is running out here for Burnaby. They have thrown everything plus the kitchen sink at this Westshore team to try and get the lead, as Matt Evans goes down for a quick look from the trainer. Time will stop.
Yeah. And we're back.
So Nathan Groenwald will come on. Matt Evans going off after a quick stint on the field. Looks like he suffered a bit of a lower extremity injury. Hope he's all right. Nonetheless, we play on.
The
Burnaby
the candle
on the
that burns
reset.
twice as bright burns twice as fast.
Durango gives to James. James will just go punt it out. Oh, that was a great kick by James. James coming back to block off the quick throw in.
The ability to launch it 50 meters downfield, land 3 inches next to the sideline, and have it roll out immediately is a crazy skill to have.
So Burnaby will get the ball back inside their half.
We haven't seen a 50-meter maul yet, but there still is time in the game for that to happen.
8.5 minutes to go. Burnaby
Shuffling around.
to the middle.
Oh.
Clean line out there for Burnaby. Big rumble from the 19. Isherwood getting in his face. He doesn't care. He looks unhappy. Isherwood was battling a bit of a shoulder problem before today's game, and it looks like he might have got a niggle there. Burnaby with the ball on the far side. Comes back to the middle is Warden. Warden crashes. Now the other way goes Burnaby. Turner outside. Quick little pop pass. That was a great pass. Burnaby finds some space. Kerrigan is away. Wow, what a play by Burnaby Lake.
I am speechless.
The connection and the offloads was just incredible to put 5 points on the board. Westshore just looked like they were not totally awake on that play there.
And with Turner's track record, likely conversion coming up here, but we shall see, bringing it down to a 3-point difference right now. It is tight.
So Turner, 100% on the day. Couple penalty kicks, couple conversions, setting up another one here in a pretty good spot. He's been in that spot a couple times already. So my hunch is he'll put this one through and get this game back to within 1 point with 6.5 minutes to go. Another nail biter here at Westshore Parks and Recreation.
Absolutely bananas. Just bananas after bananas. Bonkers stuff that we've been seeing all day long.
Turner puts it up, no problem, gets it through. 35-34, the scoreline, 6 minutes to go.
At this rate, the game will be decided by the first penalty in the team's half. Westshore gives it away in their half, it's over. Burnaby gives it away in their half, it's over.
Isherwood with a short kickoff this time, looking to compete for the boys. Westshore gets it back. Nelson Oyu.
Holy cow.
Great work. Gives to Higgins. And it's
unfortunate.
A knock on in the ruck.
It's still a scrum. There's opportunities here. Burnaby's not in Westshore's half, but they do have the ball. Westshore is going to be trying their absolute hardest to hold Burnaby from getting in their half. If they can hold him here in Burnaby's end, they should be able to power through.
Just over 5 minutes remain with only 1 point separating these two sides. Burnaby scrum in their half. Looks like they've got a bit of a set piece play set up in the backs there. The 8 just goes himself. Vicolani pushing guys off. Gets the offload away to the scrum half. Scrum half sheds some tackles. Looking for the offload. Finds his 8-man Burns. Burnaby. Now inside Westshore half. Vicolani again. This big time collisions. Gets driven back.
That's
Great work.
Huge.
He is a tough man to put down.
Keep him out of the 40-meter. Keep him out of kicking range. That's what
now Turner. Goes to his backs. Burnaby looking for a gap. Peyton Gibson on the field now. 13, Murphy finds a bit of space, gets brought down by Oyo. Burnaby playing their hearts out. Kelly gets dropped by Aluch. Same way, Warden with the ball. Crashes himself.
I'm feeling nauseous again, Max. This is crazy.
Turner with the ball, finds room outside. Murphy with it. The 8-man gives outside to the winger. Penalty advantage for Burnaby. Not what you want to see right now if you're a Westshore. Vicolani inside.
Oh, hands in the ruck. No penalty advantage, though. That's big.
Turner with it. Gives a little grubber through. They've got a free one. Oh, Lindy.
Oh.
And we're going to go back for the penalty in the midfield. Almost looked like the referee was thinking about giving a penalty right there to Johnstone or Lindy. But he said that was fair play.
This penalty could be it. I highly bet they're going to go for the conversion.
3 minutes to go. Burnaby with the penalty.
If the penalty is on the far side of the field, that is a little bit of a tougher kick to make than right in front of the post. That might change.
Very tough
that might
kick
change
to make
things.
right on the sideline.
And making the decision to kick a penalty and missing it at this portion of the game is also just a deciding factor.
So
they are
Turner
going for it. Yep.
with the ball is going to go to the corner and set up that deadly Burnaby maul.
Yeah.
It all comes down to this, folks. Less than 3 minutes left. Burnaby with a line out inside Westshore's 22. This will decide the fate of this match. Kelly with the throw-in. Burnaby with a six-man goes to the front.
Ooh.
Toby Higgins disrupts. That's good news for Westshore.
Yeah, Burnaby
maintains control.
Burnaby struggles to get set up after with their maul.
Now Murphy, the 8-man carries. Gets a big hit from Derek Carroll. Rolling around is Vicolani. Vicolani goes through. He gets put down by Simeon John. Now Turner. Turner finds some space outside with his backs.
Oh.
And there was a knock on there, it looked like. Reese James collects the ball, so now Westshore has it.
They just need a hold.
Minute and a half left. Thomas Isherwood puts the ball back, goes over Turner's head. Turner's got a bit of time to make a decision. Gets crunched by a big double tackle from Westshore.
I don't know if taking a double tackle is the correct decision, but it is a decision.
Burnaby with the ball now. Warden goes in. Burnaby support immediately on him, not giving Westshore any chance to... Nelson Hoyer with a big tackle. 1 minute to go here in this game. Goes to the backs. Fine has it. Fine trying to dance around. Doesn't really get anywhere. Simeon John on top of him. Now Turner again. Over the top to... That ball is out. Nathan Gronwald picks it up. And that's going to be a penalty against Burnaby for a...
Playing the man without the ball.
Playing the man without the ball. Jeff Aluch is down on the ground.
It comes down to a discipline error.
That's what we've talked about all day, and that's going to be
a discipline
a yellow card against Burnaby. I believe there's no time left on the clock. Our clock might not be quite the same as the referees, so we will have to wait to see.
Honestly, that's this has gone back and forth so many different ways.
Kane Parrott, the captain, discussing, asking about it.
They turn it over.
Referee chatting to Thomas Isherwood about something he saw he didn't like. So now he's going to go to his touch judge to discuss. Time back on. There can't be that much time left here. So there still is time on the clock because Isherwood goes to kick it out and not end the match. So Westshore line out inside Burnaby's half now. Burnaby down a man after the yellow card from the poor discipline.
I don't even know how to behave. This is bonkers.
This has been an insane day of rugby. To the back, Durango. Fumbles it. Double knock on the first one by Durango in the air.
There's still time in this match.
Oh my goodness. So Burnaby still has life. Somehow, some way, Burnaby is still alive. 1 point separating these teams. No time on the clock. I can almost guarantee we're into extra minutes now.
We're actually trying that new game mode, Rugby Union +5, where matches are 40, half times are 45 minutes.
Perfect.
Fun fact. Somebody else is going absolutely bananas in the
crowd
grandstands.
is going wild here at just how bonkers this game is today.
Me too, kiddo. I don't get my red die 40 and I lose it.
Burnaby captain Warden having a discussion with the referee.
There's so much chatter. I do not know. I would have to assume there's got to be no time left. Like there can't be. Oh,
so
starting his clock. Okay,
Burnaby put in.
Oh.
Clean scrum.
Oh.
And Westshore getting a huge shunt on. And absolutely destroys and gets the scrum penalty.
Oh. This match is wild.
I cannot believe what I've just
dominant
seen.
display.
Burnaby with probably the most historically strong scrum every season just got absolutely rolled over by Westshore. Saving that one for last is the Westshore pack. And now the penalty goes the other way. Still time on the clock, says the referee. So looks like Reese James is going to go for the conversion, which I hope we'll put it into extra time.
If there is still time after this, this conversion does mean Burnaby has to score a try, not just get a penalty kick. Where with the 1 point difference, Burnaby could march it down, get a penalty, do a drop goal, whatever, get 3 points. This way, if James converts this, it will be a 4 point match requiring Burnaby to score in the try zone.
James puts it up. Just goes wide. Burnaby running it out of their own end zone now.
I'm actively freaking out.
Breaks a couple tackles on that counterattack. So now Burnaby with the ball. Murphy gets driven back by Foster. Do it. Huge hit and the counter ruck from Westshore. Burnaby able to maintain control. Now Vicolani.
They're not letting Burnaby out of this easily.
Kelly. Big run up for the hooker.
Big collisions. You
gets driven back by Holland and Parrott. Staying same way as Burnaby. Turner finds a bit of a gap for his buddy.
Oh! From the top rope, the Undertaker.
Absolutely destroys someone. Penalty advantage for Burnaby now.
The penalty is you got rocked, kid.
And that will end the game.
God.
Westshore runs away by the skin of their teeth over an absolute dominant team from Burnaby.
Holy cow, that is wild. Absolutely wild, Max.